What's up guys, and welcome to episode 2 of turning my $1,500 330i BMW into a drift car. Okay, so huge shout out to some of our drifting besties, Meg and Mason, for hooking me up with an angle kit. So I'm super excited for this angle kit. I don't even really remember what the brand was, but the point is it's an angle kit and it's going to replace all of the suspension parts that are very old and falling apart. I needed a control arm on this side anyways. The other side was questionable, definitely questionable, and everything has to come apart anyways, so I figured if there's a time to do it, it's now. So I had the last video posted on my Instagram. I just kind of went over everything that this car needs that I can kind of see just from a quick look at it so far. It needs brakes on all 4 corners. It definitely needs a front left wheel bearing really badly. You'll see on my Instagram there is a whole lot of play in it. The front right needs a ball joint and a couple other things. So I'm actually going to show you guys what I bought to correct all of that. Okay, so here's a better look at the angle kit. This is the control arm. I don't really know a whole lot about like heim joints or these little lollipop dudes, but I plan on doing some research. But for right now, oh, it just slides off, or I broke it, one of the two. I don't really know. I don't really know anything about suspension geometry or any of the things that I really should probably know about for drifting. I do want to know about it. I just haven't put in a lot of effort to this. I just bought the car and kind of have been like dragging my heels at putting anything together. So we're just gonna learn as we go on this one. I'm much less prepared than I was for the Subaru when I started doing everything on the Subaru, but we'll just go for it. I've got tie rod ends also with it, which needed to be replaced anyways. So yeah, this whole kit has pretty much everything I needed anyways. So I am super stoked to have an angle kit. I really did want to start off the season without an angle kit, just because I think good drivers are made when you learn without all of the helpers. And by that I mean no hydro, no angle kit, just get out there and put in the seat time. So I really wanted to abide by that rule. That's kind of like my own rule that I follow for myself. However, it needs so many suspension parts in the front that I was like, do I want to spend all the money on stock parts? Not really. Just to do it again when I want an angle kit, it just didn't make sense. So I guess for today, first things first would be to take the brakes off. Like I said, the brakes need to be done anyways. But I also need to take the brakes off to get at the front wheel bearings and take everything off to do the angle kit. So I think the easiest thing is to start there for today. This thing needs a lot, and it's kind of hard to focus on any one area to start on because it needs so many things. But I think starting with the wheel bearings, which really need to be done, and the angle kit is probably the best place to start. Okay, so we are unfortunately very underprepared. I didn't bring like half my tools. I just brought my impact stuff, and I thought that my tools were in my car, and now we're an hour away and I don't have any of them. So we don't have a hammer, we don't have a dead blow, we don't have a sledge, we don't have anything we need for this. So we're gonna go to the other side because I just rounded off this side, and we're gonna see how far we can get. Okay, so now I'm gonna take off the caliper on this side. Turn this, hold on. I hate rusty cars. Everything's so much harder and it sucks so much more. Okay, so I'm going to
zip tie this up to the shock for now, just to get it out of the way. Okay, so I got this rotor off. The wheel bearing is like just pressed onto the spindle, which is a little odd. I'm not super familiar with this style. The caliper's off and just kind of hanging. I do want to take the shock off at some point in time because I want to take the spindle to get the hub pressed off of it and a new one pressed in, but I think for today I'm gonna call it. I can't get the other rotor off, unfortunately, because now we have to drill out the rotor screw because I'm an idiot, and the tie rod on the other end is just spinning, and I rounded out the hole on that one too because that one was super crusty. That one wasn't entirely my fault, it was just super crusty, and the hole just rounded out, so we need to cut that, and I don't have anything to cut it with me. It's at home, so I think we're gonna end it there for today. Alright guys, so I didn't get as much accomplished today as I was hoping. Still happy with where I'm at though. I now have all the tools I need. I had to go to Canadian Tire halfway through. I got the calipers off, which they were super crusty, so I wasn't sure if they were gonna come off super nice. They did. I hung them up on the shocks. I do want to take the shocks out because I'm going to need to take the spindle out as well, and I want to do coilovers, so pretty much everything is going to need to get ripped out. The tie rod ends are pretty seized. Pretty sure we're going to have to cut them both. I'm going to attempt the right side here before we leave, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to cut them both. But yeah, both front calipers are off. The rotor is off on the right hand side, and you can see way more in there with the rotor off, so that's great. So next time I'm going to be trying to take the spindle and the shock off so that I can press in some new wheel bearings, probably on both sides, but definitely the left. And other than that, I need to figure out where the oil leak is coming from, get a passenger seat, and tie up another few things on it, and then I'm hoping to be out for April this year. So yeah, tune in next time and see where we're at. Thanks for watching, guys.